Hi everyone, this is the first grammar video of this chapter, and the topic of this grammar video is the perfects in Spanish. We did look at this a little bit in Spanish too, so we are revisiting this. Some of this will be review. So today we're looking at the present perfect, the pluperfect, and the present perfect subjunctive. So the present perfect in Spanish would be presente perfecto, pluperfect would be pluscuamperfecto, and then present perfect subjunctive, presente perfecto del subjuntivo. These are all compound tenses, so they all need two parts. The first part of each of these three tenses will be a form of the verb haber. The second part of all of these three tenses will be the past participle. Haber will always change to agree with the subject. Yo, tú, ella, nosotros, vosotros, ellos. The past participle will always be the same for every sentence. The present perfect is used to say has or have. For example, Anna has done her homework. They have done the dishes. The bell has rung. The present perfect uses haber in the present tense, and then also the past participle. So haber in the present tense is has, ha, hemos, habéis, han. The pluperfect is used to say had. For example, he had been sick for 2 days when he went to the hospital. Math class had been really easy until now. The pluperfect uses haber in the imperfect tense, and then the past participle. So haber in the imperfect is había, habías, había, habíamos, habíais, habían. Notice that every form of haber in the imperfect has an accent on the I. And then we have the present perfect subjunctive. Present perfect subjunctive is used in the same ways as the present perfect, but it is used when there is a subjunctive trigger. So with just present perfect, we had the example, Anna has done her homework. Now we have, it is important that Anna has done her homework. In the first part, we had they have done the dishes. Now we doubt that they have done the dishes. So when there's a subjunctive trigger, we need to use present perfect subjunctive. The present perfect subjunctive uses haber in the subjunctive tense and the past participle. So haber in the subjunctive is the karate verb, like haya. So haya, hayas, haya, hayamos, hayais, hayan. The only accent here is on the A in the vosotros form. So each of these three tenses starts with a form of haber and then has a past participle. To form the past participle, you take off the er, er, or ir ending, you add ado for ar verbs and ido for er and ir verbs. So comenzar becomes comenzado, vivir, vivido, beber, bebido, and despertar, despertado. You probably remember this from Spanish too. There are no stem changers for participles, but if there are two vowels next to each other and it is an er or an ir verb, you need to add an accent on the I in ido. So caer will become caído, leer will become leído, and so on. Then we have the irregulars, of course. These are the same as the irregulars we looked at in Spanish too, but you should write these down anyway in your notes so that you can reference them in case you ever forget. So abrir, abierto, cubrir, cubierto, decir, dicho, describir, descrito, descubrir, descubierto, devolver, devuelto, escribir, escrito, freír, frito, hacer, hecho, imprimir, impreso, morir, muerto, poner, puesto, resolver, resuelto, romper, roto, ver, visto, and volver, vuelto. Notice that the prefixes use the same irregular past participle. So volver is vuelto and devolver, devuelto. The last thing that we need to remember is that the verb haber can never be split up from the past participle. If you are making the sentence negative, the word no should come before the verb haber. If the verb is reflexive, the pronoun, the reflexive pronoun, comes before the verb haber. So in a present perfect example with despertarse, we would have me he despertado. The me, the pronoun, has to come before the other two parts. You can never split up the participle from the verb haber. For a pluperfect example of no dar in the form of nosotros, we would have no habíamos dado. The no comes in front of both. And then present perfect subjunctive, no dormirse for ellas, no se hayan dormido. Now take a minute and practice these 3 tenses. You can pause the video while you do this practice and then restart the video to check your answers. Just remember that the verb haber is what changes to match up with the subject. The past participle will always be the same no matter what the subject is and no matter which tense it is. Alright, so pause your video and then when you're ready you can restart and look at the answers. Okay, and here are the answers. So estudiar nosotros hemos estudiado. Then we have se han acostado, he traído, because we have 2 vowels, we need an accent there. Then when we get to the pluperfect, we have habíamos dicho. Remember, dicho is in your regular. Te habías roto. Again, romper is in your regular. No había leído. We have an accent there because double vowels. And then present perfect subjunctive, no haya tenido, hayan sido, me haya despertado. Alright, good job on the first video. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions at gmanson@geneva304.org. Alright, see you tomorrow in class.